again on this moment, Monday, 23 May 2022. Experience telecommunications case supernatural on the line 666 on the staff made use for the 666 on the staff made again. International General Conference speaking English for countries context on similar opinion for this amount of grace. Definitive being blocked by United States or white peoples won't use this moment case actually not giving money or may apartheid or camouflage criminal by their scumbag. The attitude already include also suspect supernatural human commanding goes to grave on this millennium. What the goating alien finally got or on simulations confirmations alliance with this moment status situation suspect activity. Human commanding goes in grave called Big Ganjang from ethnic local town media account in Indonesia. Context definitive need to be confirmed for about them. The definitive blocking this moment progress for about the internet global also. Context internet ID 666 on the staff need to make clarifications for about status using internet global, not made camouflage or confusing international. Definitive internet global actually still being questioned for the ownership and also about this moment situations. Definitive status access need to be used by the RE666 on the staff not being discredited by watching people's context. That's quite this point for about their contact to live 666 on the staff 666 on the staff being support context for make the conference about status watching people's on to camouflage this moment situation case international. Sponsor actually need to be questioned by them. But about internet global also still question, still being indications for this moment case happening. They are truly made confused statement by ordinary life experience telecommunications contact internet ID 666 on the staff context who's actually a terrorist on this millennium. 666 on the staff need to make statement, claim, status suspect terrorists into also white skinned people or about the conversations with alien state, United States of America. For about case supernatural this millennium, contact also Asia countries on experience or statement also for about status white skinned peoples on this moment progress. Context similar with bandits or scumbag want to use this moment situation progress actually. Context suspect or include them also and need to be confirmed by internet ID 666 on the government. For international coalitions for status apartheid want to use this moment case progress. 666 on the government context being used for about internet global actually. Statement internet ID 666 on the staff remain context actually quite fair, not to be questioned for status connections with white skinned peoples actually. This moment case millennium definitive public interest, not actually capitalism or about apartheid from white skinned people's connections. Definitive being approved, being enforced by people through countries. Not to be questioned for about internet ID 666 on the staff using internet on this moment date. Definitive internet ID 666 on the staff being blocked, being confused for about that. Context similar with that. And that's also about honest job name in one corner. And then also about 5Day International. Fake cigarettes international being camouflaged, being good by white skin people or about connections, files or trauma. Context that's one point that also want to be questioned by public. What about this moment case supernatural actually for status also sponsor or general philanthropist also? Internet ID 6661 could discover meaning need to be support or not to be questioned for using internet on this moment day. Stockholm International Internet Global actually also already being directions for the conversation comprehensive with alien farming also about future internet global about also case supernatural following authority national supra international alien guard Valiant or versus enemy with him commanding Gosun Gray about Code Juhua or about claim internet ID 6661 for discovering for meaning also 6661 got discovering being camouflaged when takes for this moment progress being confused and definitive survive definitive or success for the pioneering case through internet global on its day and that need to be honor context need to be a plus for our interest also about this moment case happening. That's also about claim discovery number go Viber context already been complete by the RD 666 on discovering Sharia Islamia or about religions another context what about that need to be a plus for an RD 666 on discovering also contact for about that and 666 on discovering where last contact also being supported actually by counting Lisa also quite confusing and still got alliance or contact approaching day after day contact that include also Asia countries such as also Thailand and Japan or another and there's include also Islam International for about explanations internet 666 on discovery for about sponsoring a reward money or project internet 666 on discovery with alien family also. That's about religions on interest for Nabrico Vivo 666 on discovery and starts alien family also. Hero and alibi for the case on its millennium. Want to maintain context that's about international countries, about religions, about supra also, about human commanding goals in grave, about future, about planets, context code nationality, Rimgrafica, planet Mars, alien family, claim international 666, on discovery, also pointer for about that. Conclusions or next conversations, quite holistic, needed, and that's meaning also for next contact or execution case supernatural for meaning on this day. 6661 got discovering definitive international messaging from friends reporting quite fast and definitive made progress for execution and conclusion. Internet global on this day for about offensive internet social media also being camouflaged, being investigated for about their activity also supernatural on this meaning. Context this also for catching their conspirations since last years. The Goting alien guard or Valiant international war alien with the United States or white peoples also. The camouflage conspiration alliance group with ethnic local town Medan, North Sumatra province, country Indonesia also. Context seems for about Simatupang or about Mangurung or meaning also for about Java or Indonesia. Context that's for about that also on this moment progress. There being tests being busted and need to be reported also for continue. quite variable for the chronology and already made the position status suspect on this moment day. Beguganjang or ethnic from Tarmidan already become white-skinned peoples or suspect to America also contact since they are already being approved by public status scumbag actually for this progress. That's about foreign also, for about their social media also, and they claim confusing and quite scumbag context say apartheid want to reposition status as suspect on this moment millennium. Definitely not about Indonesia already. Context say not about ethnic from Town Medan, Karo, Nias or Batak also. Context say all become different or about watching peoples. Context say need to be conference, need to be report one and I-6661 for the scarf. And this conversation context actually only with alien farming. Asia countries conversations contact also include Islam International for about white-skinned people start to suspect also caught him in commanding goods from grave from ethnic town Medan, not some other province country in Asia with them. Him in commanding goods from grave called Big Gunjang and about their family attribute also such also Panggabean or about Sembiring or about Karijan or that meaning also so about FAPE international free cigarette context actually frictions or confusing status produced on this modern millennium. All been claimed by Indonesia country and that from Internet ID 666 on the scarf claim also. This moment progress not being wasted need to be reported for the continued conversations also international one to become alibi for this moment experience public. Internet 6661 for the staff in particular hero capable and on trust contact actually for reporting. Context appointment for numbering co-people definitive being complete and just a little bit more for made the perfect appointment happening. With alien God for about continued religions also, for about national planet Mars, about Ethereum Galactica, and there's also for about the Holy Spirit destiny for next completion on this progress millennium to future. Definitive status for about situations, dominations, international also for about hegemony or politics interest apartheid from white-skinned people. Context said they are actually scumbags. That's also punk, not that underground transmitter on this millennium. Definitely fucking is or want to become leader on this moment international millennium. And there's also about United States. Context say actually on problem with Islam International and there's already been contact with Asia and want to approve for the continue by conference claim into ID 666 on the scarfing from Country National Jihwa, Indonesia for this moment millennium. Into ID 666 on the scarfing on reward, on money, on attribute and need to be approved for me the perfect situations happening. Being approved, being investigated, being support context similar with that. This moment already about terrorist international. 666 longer scarf namely contact about foreign also for premier pointer. That's about foreign also such also video Africa and about international connections come back. That's also marijuana or local terrorist context who's actually sponsored behind context that's already being proved being indications very much about white skinned people There's about scumbag from punk not dead from black metal underground, and there's also about the porn star or porn people actually. Their invitations, their tourism through local each countries on Asia, and already being busted for their court issue video on occasions religions case with supernatural with meaning by Anthony 666 on the sculpting. They still want to make hegemony or local domination about apartheid or about economic criminal also. That's about ordinary job name in one can also want to go public international and stay confused for meaning about context. Actually need to be default by the 666 Congress Conference. Equality Asia with white skin peoples and already match for that. So this moment case happening. Supernatural being camouflaged, being big good by white skin peoples. Context not see quite scumbag for about their contacting also, and there's also about alien farming also. Context quite confusing and already being anticipated, already being facilitated by Islam International and Asian countries for serious conversations about this moment millennium. Alien farming being authority for made alibi about him commanding goods and Greek. Kod Dukun, Kod ethnic local people from Talmida, not Sumatra province, County Visa, Kod Jikwao Jawe, for about parents of name one corner also as pointer center, started great good for this moment situation. Always been claimed and next report, next comprehensive conversation already made also context with alien farming. Islam International and Asian countries, and slightly terrorism international on this millennium hegemony or camouflage for this moment case. Suspect actually already goes to white skin people, their connections also context already being accumulated, already being collected for about their courtesy video, their statement, their photo pictures on internet, social media on this day, their connections to the car, so countries Asia, such also below Africa, and also about ethnic from country Indonesia. On Talmida, not Sumatra province, domestic address name in one corner, for about orange job name in one corner also, for meaning also. Next, explanations about their status, manipulator or conspirator apartheid, the attempts on this moment case progress. Karo and Nias also, and Batak also, and following also about Java peoples or Jakarta. Entertainment, Ibu Kota, Jakarta. Artists or actress, actor, celebrities from Jakarta County Indonesia, and also press or TV stations from Jakarta. Context there's already left behind about the status suspect to India or Hindu India. Context similar with that. Actually, Rifalian or confusing status suspect together on a group for scumbag international terrorism made camouflage on this millennium. Want to go to alien farming, context already explain about the message satanic pentagram also, for about RFID also about mark of the beast international this millennium, context Anthony 666 Congress confirming definitive significant for being approved by international. Need to be report for next conclusion for moment realization project appointment for giving a reward or money to name one corner. Context this moment appointment 666 millennium actually already not fake anymore. Not similar with mark of the beast international satanic scumbag confusing black metal hard court found not dead international and other. 666 one got scarf evening context definitive not similar with Metallica and also Napalm Dead. and that's also not similar with cradle field from the weight or meaning about that also. That's for this moment calendar at Monday again, 23 May 2022. Contains the name on corner definitive actually on chance for the reward money or about the appointment project also. Being support also for type of project. There is number context and there's also confirmations local national Jakarta government for one racket and also parents of name one connecting ministry still being exclusive for his status authority also signatory agreement with Bank Indonesia or government of Indonesia Java Island. Context here Asia countries also include their gas stars also home or contact legal can be trust for this moment. Interesting. Next appointment for about decorations My Logo 666 alien filing being approved and being facilitated by Islam International context say from Medina, from Mecca, from Iran, from Arab and Israel. Still patience context say for about capability status facilitator Internet ID 666 from Kuliscafrim context say definitive or improve just particular speaking and that's being tolerant and already being conversations with alien farm. For next situations need to be facilitated by Islam and there's also Asia countries for the decorations My Logo Internet. My Logo 666 authority ownership to alien card with also countries, religions, Islam and Asia context Civilian or still being affiliated, being considered for about Muslim peoples also, or United States, fake black metal, punk, not dead, hardcore, foreign, international. RFID. 666 long on the scarf reading that's on this moment calendar can be found for this update, this conference from internet social media on this day. That's also Bigo International Africa, girls still there, beautiful and quite sensitive. And that's also include Google and Facebook also, and then also Twitter and Pinterest and Tumblr also. And perhaps also phones, movie phones, donations, website, I don't know, contact section like that. We particular promo, just a little bit for next investigations about this moment confusing context section like that. Yeah, definitely made movie there, context need to be saying on this moment conference also. And next on police office context each countries are also Philippines also available for confirmations, contact about experience, telecommunications, supra, teaming commanding goes on grave, coalition terrorism, what black goating, alien farming. And that's also another context Thailand also and also link internet friendship on internet on this day. Thank you very much and see you again on my next conference. The 6-day God was great human. Definitive for 10 for 666 on for the staffing context early conversations with alien farming. For the races chronic also the century with Islam and also religions also Trinity of Christianity and there's also Buddha Chitta and also kingdom in the world and also about Holy Spirit destiny and etc. 666 on for the staffing. That's all guys. All rain again on my neighborhood. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Om Swantiastu and Shalom. God bless you and Bodhisattva. Terima kasih dan saya mengupayakan yang terbaik untuk mengakumulasi tentang percakapan-percakapan random ataupun pernyataan konteks telekomunikasi menyatakan ini dapat dipercaya dan perlu untuk dikonferensikan laporannya oleh Internet ID 1666 Electronic Conference. Sampai jumpa.